I'm Greg Shapiro, and let's queer up entertainment. Queer horror comedy Teenage Sex and Death at Camp Miasma wins hearts at Cannes. Teenage Sex and Death at Camp Miasma, directed by Jane Schoenbrun, is the filmmaker's follow-up to acclaimed queer projects We're All Going to the World's Fair and I Saw the TV Glow. The film currently holds a 100% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. The movie stars Gillian and Hannah Einbinder alongside Eva Victor, Jasmin Savoy Brown, and Quintessa Swindell. In the film, Einbinder plays a filmmaker tasked with reviving a fading slasher franchise, while Anderson portrays the mysterious star of the original movies. Critics praised the film's mix of horror, comedy, and queer storytelling. AwardsWatch called Schoenbrun, quote, a definitive voice of their generation, end quote, while Little White Lies said the movie defies easy categorization. Time Out's 5-star review described the film as, quote, a gift that keeps on giving, end quote, adding that Anderson raises her own bar. Teenage Sex and Death at Camp Miasma is scheduled to open in U.S. theaters on August 7th. Well, I'm going to begin by saying something nice, which is Eva Victor, who is in this movie, was in absolutely one of the top 3 best movies of 2025, a movie called Sorry Baby. So if you haven't seen that movie, see that movie. Now, I'm going to say that I was not a fan of Schoenbrun's We're All Going to the World's Fair, and I wrote that, quote, it was a movie that wore its demographic specific exclusivity like a badge of honor. In other words, if you weren't into role-playing games, you might find yourself shivering out in the cold, end quote. And then I gave I Saw the TV Glow a C- rating in my review. That said, I do have somewhat higher hopes for Schoenbrun's new movie, Teenage Sex and Death at Camp Miasma, especially because of the high-profile cast, including Anderson and Einbinder and, of course, Victor. But unfortunately, I'm going to have to wait until August to see if my hopes are dashed.
Maybe you'll take me for my birthday. My birthday's August 2nd. We can watch it together.
Okay. That's a possibility.
Well, I really like that it said that it defies easy categorization, and it's the gift that keeps on giving. These are lines that I'm going to use in my Sniffies profile and my Grindr profile. So it defies easy categorization. So what are you into? Yeah. Defies easy categorization. What are you looking for? The gift that keeps on. I don't know. There's so much you could do with that.
Yeah.
I don't know any of those people except Gillian Anderson.
Hannah Einbinder's in Hacks. You watch Hacks?
I've seen maybe 10 minutes of it. Okay. So it's my ADHD. I can barely watch anything.
She's amazing.
I can barely hold anything in my brain.
And she's queer. So
well, then it's got to be good. Yeah. If it's queer, it's got to be good.
We don't get out much. I've never heard of these things before.
Obviously,
we're binging Black Monday. Okay. And Bike Love Bikes, Japanese, or Thai love story. Those are watching, and this their focus.
Right. So, I think the last show that I watched was like Black Mirror, like 5 years ago, and that scared me, and I just haven't
this will probably scare you too.
Well, I don't like to be scared.
Okay, there is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by sharing them and subscribing to Queer News Tonight.